So who in here knows about SportsCenter's top 10 plays? And if you don't, I'm gonna tell you about it. SportsCenter's top 10 plays. So at the end of the week, or at the end of the day, SportsCenter, they put on the most magnificent, phenomenal plays that have happened during the week. The most phenomenal things, the ones that you share about when you go to work, you share on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, phenomenal plays. I'm talking Steph Curry shooting with his eyes closed, backwards from half court, knocking down a game winner. I'm talking LeBron James yoking it on 3 defenders, posterizing them in something that's iconic. I'm talking about those plays. But somehow there's a disconnection between what we see as phenomenal, what we see as awesome, and the fact that we might be going through some adversity, but we can also accomplish those things. There's a disconnection, and I'm here to bridge that gap. There's a disconnection between, hey, I might be in a single parent household, or I might be struggling with addiction, or I might be, sexually abused, or I might be, no one might have told me that they love me. I might not have heard those words before. There's a disconnection between what we see our actors and actresses do, what we see phenomenal people do like our parents, all the success that we see. There's a disconnection between what we see as reality and what we see as something that we can accomplish. And so I'm here to tell you my accolades here. Again, I'm Bryant Reed. I'm a published author, right? I've sold 1,800 copies this year of my book. It just came out a year ago. I own a business. I go out and I speak at schools. I go out and I bridge the gap between adversity and being able to overcome adversity. I'm impacting lives and changing the world. I'm an athlete. I've won one of the most prestigious bodybuilding competitions in North Carolina. I'm also an ultramarathon athlete where I've gone out and I've run an ultramarathon, which is a 50-mile race. I've gone out and I've done that. I've run 50 miles. So what I'm telling you, there's a disconnection. Who would I be if I came here today and I told you all my accolades, but I didn't tell you all the things that I've had to go through to get here? The work ethic, the adversity, the staying up late, the not understanding, the being homeless, all these different things. So I'm going to take you through some of that adversity. I'm going to show you that though you might be going through something, though you guys might be going through whatever it is you're going through, and I don't know, but I can promise you each one of you is going through something. Everybody in this audience is going through something. I want to show you that just because you're going through it doesn't mean that you can't come out on the other side and be successful. That's my only purpose on this earth, and that's what I'm here to do. So I'm going to take you through my childhood, and I can promise you this: I thank my parents for every single, discipline, every single punishment, everything that they put me through, because it made me the man that I am today. So some of you are like, man, your parents are tough, or you think that your parents are tough. Your parents are preparing you for the real world. Unfortunately, the world is tough, guys. Like, you can show up today at a job and get fired, just like that. You might see your best friend one day, you're not going to see your best friend the next day. So life is tough, and I don't want to sugarcoat it, and I don't want you to sit here and think that I'm just being negative, but life is tough. So if your parents are being tough on you, it's because they care about you. Just like I heard the young lady say earlier, they absolutely care about you. But so they're tough, but unlike what I'm telling you to do, I chose to rebel. I chose to rebel against my parents, and during that time, 50 Cent was the artist at the time, right? Everybody should know 50 Cent. Yeah. 50 Cent. Right. And so he was the artist of the time, and me trying to emulate what I saw as something that was cool, and me rebelling and wanted to be like a class clown and screw school and all these different things. I saw him as the epitome of somebody I should look up to. So I'm like, I'm wearing a do-rag and I'm tying it up like a ponytail. I'm rapping, I'm making gang noises and gun sounds at the TV. I'm watching these videos. I'm disrespecting teachers. I'm disrespecting women. I'm seeing all these things. I'm seeing the money. I'm seeing the cars, and I'm seeing all the people that absolutely are enamored by him. But there's one problem with that. I'm just a country boy. I know nothing about gang life. I know nothing about drugs. I had never seen a gun until I joined the military. So who am I walking around here acting like I'm tough, acting like I'm some gangster, and I wasn't about that life, as you young kids say. You're not about that life. I wasn't about that life. But I'm walking around, like this persona. And a lot of you in here are trying to emulate things that you see on TV because you think it's cool. You're not living in your true authentic self. You're not being yourself because you think your friends need you to be a certain way. You think you need to be a certain way because society has told you to be a certain way. It doesn't work like that. You need to be yourself. You absolutely need to be yourself. And so I was doing these things, disrespecting teachers, my grades were slipping and all of those different things. And I will say this: every single time that you start living outside of yourself, God will humble you. Simple as that. He is going to show you just how big and bad you think you are. And that's what he did to me.